For Luke McDonough, who died building the high-level bridge on November 19th, 1910. With the blowing and shrieking of many whistles and sirens, cheers from the scores of workmen employed on the bridge, and a rouse of 200 or more passengers, the first passenger train to cross the Saskatchewan River between Edmonton South and Edmonton North over the new high-level bridge was heralded this morning. The last link for $1. A spike in the track's spine. Seed-bone and hammer. Stammer, sputter and spit. A drowned man's song in the lung. A booster, a banner. Seed-bone and hammer. The song in the lung, not sung. For the cold crunch of steel and the moment's silence thick as a second skin. That very moment the sparrows still their breath. The river listens, the drowned man sings. Hey you, it's the brain's constant tick, tick, tick. Hey you, it's pin the tail on the donkey. Nothing but the end's sad story. Last year's dust rolling the west wild. Seed-bone and hammer, the watery stammer. The trains rattle and hiss of smoke. Time train number 33, 7 cars, 1 baggage car, an express car, 1 second class, 2 first class lining, parlor cars. Who weeps by the shore of the river? Who hammers the nail? Juggles a sleight of hand? Crumbles the joke and breaks. Cross my heart and hope to die eating apples. The gloved hand misses the highest branch, misses the singing silence, the open mouthed prayer. There was a young man, there was a young man, there was a young man. You can't make a gesture without weighing it, counting its cost. What do I owe you? What do I owe you? Sun's hammering eye bruises the night. Pepper and mash, sweet marjoram thrash. How much for a kick of sleep? Hey you, do you remember Wynn's memory? Gone. A booster. What if speech covers silence? Words weigh the dreamer down, stone him to sleep. He was a young man, he was a young man. You owe too much. You owe too much. Cross the hammering heart. I won't go down there, I won't, she said, then stretched out her hand and took an apple. Far away, tumble down train. Blow whistle. Go, stargazer. The apple's last blush colors curiosity. What goes on down there? Red all over the tracks, and the hammer still hammering the skull beyond recognition. Do you have to ask who is the drowning? A booster. You owe too much. A banner. Cover the silence with words. And then she reached out her hand to cross her heart. How much do I owe you? A missing glove, silver buckle, shoestring, old tin cans, saucepans, pecans, nuts. Nothing to eat but apples. How long would you like it? Mouth the words if you don't know the song in a lung.
Now rising from sleep, the only one of its kind in the world.
The rhythm changes the last note. Smoke and steam, hiss and choke.
I can't breathe down here. A railroad and a double track.
Anonymous. I-O-U. Anonymous. He was a young man. Who's there? You ought to hang your head. You ought to close your eyes. You ought to reach out and sleep and take the apple. Nail for $1. Nail for a spike in the spine. The choking halo of grief. You can grow a story like a tree. It branches out across the water. Where you breathe in, it sticks in a lung. Where you breathe out, the end is a shadow.
A booster, a banner, seed bound, a booster.
She who eats the apple might pin the tail on the donkey.
Incoming trains from Winnipeg, 7:30, arrives at Strathcona, White Avenue. 7:35, departs from Strathcona, crosses on the High Level Bridge. 7:45.
Biting the apple, the jaw aches. The hammer spikes the afternoon's heart to heart. The radio buzzing, the sun burns her confession, juggles the weight. Hey you!
You did not want the apple.
Hey!
8:30, leaves Edmonton North Side, crosses on the High Level Bridge. 8:40, arrives at Strathcona, White Avenue. Morning train from Calgary.
Listen. Sleep's prayer holds its breath. Eyes the you and the... Bury him over and over again, deep without dreaming. She reached out to bite the apple, then spoke with its flesh in her mouth. I won't go down there, she said. I won't. He was a young man, he was a young man, he was a young man.
7 o'clock, arrives at Strathcona, White Avenue. 7:05, departs from Strathcona, White Avenue. 7:15, arrives at Edmonton North Side. 8:45, leaves Edmonton North Side, recrosses on High Level Bridge. 8:55, arrives at Strathcona, White Avenue. Train to Winnipeg, via Saskatoon. Train starts from Southside Yard. 21:15, leaves Strathcona, White Avenue, crosses on High Level Bridge. 21:25, arrives at Edmonton North Side. 21:45, departs from Edmonton North Side, recrosses on High Level Bridge. 21:50, arrives at Strathcona, White Avenue. 2200, departs from Strathcona.